So I went with the one that came to mind, which is both good and bad, which was Jingle All the Way, because nothing says Christmas like struggling to get a present last minute. I've not seen it since I was about 6, so if it hasn't aged well, sorry. But I do remember thinking that the figure was really cool because it was a bit Iron Man-ish. Yeah, so pretty much all the line reads in it are just lovely and ridiculous and over the top. It was when Schwarzenegger was at the height of his popularity. He was maximum Arnold, and I absolutely loved him. And so you get a full-on 100% Arnold all the way through that. And it's, you know what I mean, everyone can spell it differently or do their own impressions. The Arnold Schwarzenegger impressions came from movies like this. And it is probably terrible. I've not seen it in about 20 years, but I just remember thinking, because when you're a kid, you don't see the actual reason for Christmas, which should be community and friendships and the lovely food and family and all that. You just go, I'm going to get some nice presents. And so for Jingle All the Way, that was the complete embodiment and encapsulation of that message. And I just watched it going, he's going to get a nice little figure and I'm going to get a nice little figure and it's going to be lovely. And so, as a testament to the totemic power of commercialism, I think it's pretty bang on.
I have a lot of favourite Christmas movies. The Muppets Christmas Carol is one that I'm sure we'll get to later. I love that one. The Michael Caine, being Scrooge and getting spooked to death by a bunch of sock puppets. I really like that. The best Christmas Carol version is obviously the Alistair Sim one from the early 50s in black and white. But my favourite Christmas movie has to be It's a Wonderful Life. It's just such a brilliant, honest, affecting Christmas movie that came out after the Second World War, and honestly it embodies everything about the holiday. Its highs, its lows. It's one of those films where it's difficult to quantify just the emotion and power that it's able to convey. And yes, you could probably argue that a lot of the stuff in the film is a little bit cheesy, because it is, but at the same time, it gets you repeatedly no matter how many times you watch it, and I think that's probably why It's a Wonderful Life is my favourite Christmas movie.
My favourite Christmas film is also a Halloween film. It's A Nightmare Before Christmas by Tim Burton. Tim Burton, not Burton.
Timothy Burton.
And Henry Selick, who actually made it, even though he gets no credit whatsoever because everybody thinks it's just a Tim Burton film. I really, 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 really love stop motion filming, and as far as I remember, this was the first stop motion film I ever saw, and it was profound. So I think that Christmas is all about being really scared, because of course it is, that's the magic of Christmas. And it's sort of a tradition for me to watch horror films on Christmas Eve. I don't know where this came from, but it always has been. And obviously I really like horror films. And A Nightmare Before Christmas lives in both of those camps. It's for kids and adults. It's not really for kids, but it has all that supernatural elements to it, and it's all about Tim Burton's imagination. So if you look through all of his drawings for that film, it's like a true expression of his brain.
My favourite Christmas film isn't Arthur Christmas, despite the fact that I look just like him if he had ginger hair. It is, in fact, come in and know me better, man. It is Muppets Christmas Carol, because it's in the singing of the street corner choir. It's going home and getting warm by the fire. It's true wherever you find love, it feels like Christmas. It has got the Muppets. It has got a story that you can relate to. It's got Michael bloody Caine, and it's about Christmas. What more do you want?
See, now the Christmas film we watch every year without fail is always Home Alone, because what is more Christmassy than attempting to murder a load of people trying to break into your property on a cold winter's evening? My favourite, however, is, of course, Gremlins, because what's even better than trying to kill people or breaking into your property on a cold winter's night is little beasties roaming around town and destroying everything and just being very cute and also malicious. I don't know, it's great. And then you've got Gremlins 2 with Hulk Hogan doing his hey guys, I hope you enjoy the movie thing.
That's your Hulk Hogan.
Sorry, I mean, hey brother, this film, don't mess with it, Gremlins, or the Hulk will go manic on you. Anyway, Gremlins, a fantastic Christmas film, full of Christmas cheer. Mogwais are wonderful, and it always reminds me of the one Christmas where I was given a Furby, which are just hellspawn and really terrifying. They used to turn themselves on in the middle of the night. So yeah, it's always linked to that memory, even though it was terrifying. I'm always yes, solid Christmas film, let's watch Gremlins again. But yeah, I don't know what to say other than it's fantastic. And oh yeah, I'm wearing there you go, a Gremlins jumper.
My favourite Christmas movie is quite an obscure choice because it's not the best Christmas movie, it's not the most Christmassy Christmas movie, but it is the film that, this will not surprise you to know, it takes a lot for me to start feeling Christmassy. I'm not really, we're recording this mid-December, I'm not quite in the cheer yet, but I know that when I see Batman Returns, I will finally be in the Christmas spirit. Now, it's not a Christmas film in the classic sense, however it is set at Christmas, but that's an argument for another film entirely. Batman Returns is set around Christmas in Gotham City, where we see Catwoman, we see Penguin, we see big, not rubber-nippled Batman, but certainly rubber-chested Batman, the really good Batmobile, all the nice set pieces. It is my favourite Batman film, and it's full of Christmassy fun, because lots of the set pieces are Christmassy, and it's sort of in the background, and that's why it's the film that makes me feel Christmassy, because it presents you this brilliant film which just sort of drives through a nice story, and Christmas is so like imagine you're in a car and the nice conversation you're having in the car is fine, but you're driving through a Christmassy wonderland at the same time, and that's what makes you feel Christmassy. It's not when it's rammed down your throat, it's when it's just all around you, much like the Love Actually adopted version of Love Is All Around You. When Christmas is all around you, that's when I feel Christmassy, and Batman Returns wraps Christmas all around me, I think.
Oh, hey, Clery, speaking of wrapping Christmas all around you.
Oh, we didn't do that, did we?
Smash cut.
So, yeah, in short, Batman Returns is my favourite Christmas film, not because it's the best Christmas film, but because it makes me feel Christmassy. And up until I see Batman Returns, I simply will not be in the festive cheer. It's, despite how it might look.
My favourite Christmas film, Ash, much the controversial nature of the comment section, I'm sure, is Die Hard. It's the film that I watch every Christmas with my family because we have the whole day. We do the whole get up, you get the presents, you do the whole Christmas dinner, all that shebang. Get past all that, probably have a little nap from a food coma, and then everybody wakes up and we all watch Die Hard together because it's the best Christmas film ever. Don't look at me like that, Ash Millman.
I agree with the Die Hard being a Christmas film.
Well, because it is, and I don't want to get into that. That's a whole separate video, and I'm sick of hearing that in the office. But I don't know. There's a couple of other films we always watch towards Christmas time, like Love Actually's the one the family really enjoys. Lovely little Christmas film that. But that for me it's not Christmas. Home Alone's another one. We always probably end up watching that through the day. But at the end of the day, it's Die Hard because that's the film you end the night on. Me stepdad. It's kind of this little weird thing. Me, my stepdad, my brother have always kind of like when he started coming around to the house for like family do Christmases and stuff. That was the film that was like, oh, we'll put Die Hard on. That'll win the Bairns over, and he was right, because here I am talking about it on film.
It's a Christmas Story, actually, that's what it's called. I know this film has been sort of written off by some recently as a kind of hipster choice because it's really quirky or whatever, but it's the only Christmas film that I've seen that probably captures the sort of mentality of like being a young kid at Christmas and really wanting one present and like trying to plant ideas in your parents' heads to like try to get you it, in like the mentality of being a kid and everything being this monumental sort of thing. Like there's a moment where he swears by accident and he says it, and then his internal monologue is sort of chronicling how he's like going to get sent off to like jail or something, and it sort of transports you back to that sort of feeling you had as a kid, not only at Christmas, but just how you sort of dealt with things and how everything was the end of the world and how everything was so scary. It does it in such a funny, kind of relatable way that no other movie has, and it's also one of the only Christmas films, weirdly, to capture the joy of Christmas morning. For some reason, a lot of Christmas movies are about like Christmas Eve or the run up to it about getting a present or whatever, but this has like I'm not sure if it's the final scene, but when he wakes up and he finally gets the BB gun that he's wanted this whole time. And it's just like pure joy, and like the father figure who's sort of been a bit of an arse the whole time, a bit grouchy, is like really relishing the fact that he got his son the thing he wanted, and just it's really happy and nice and quirky and funny. And it's not really like anything else, and a lot of people don't like it, but it's my favourite.
My favourite Christmas...
Wait. Keep talking about it.
No.
Where's my Turbo Man? I want the Turbo Man doll with the Rock'em Sock'em Turbo Man pack and the 5 different phrases, including it's Turbo time.
When a cold wind blows, it chills you.
Chills you to the bone.
And there's nothing in nature that freezes your heart.
At the feeling of being alone. Muppets Christmas Carol.
Christmas, one and all.